Hi guys, thanks for joining my YouTube channel. Well, today's video is going to be in regards to Martel Holt's Ines Wine launch party, which we saw took place a month ago, but it is just hitting the screen. The guys were invited there under false pretense. Martel told them it was going to be like a church session, like a Bible study. He did not indicate there was going to be a room full of women or anything else that was going to take place there. However, they all agreed to go. Melanika, which is his manager, she did organize the whole event, which was, a tasting event. And, she brought in the women it was like a focus group to taste the wine, to give their opinions of the wine. It is said that Martel rented out a house that was worth $10 million. I don't know what he rented the house for, but they were there the weekend, and the women came in to do the wine tasting. Okay, and when the men arrived, most of them checked in with their wives. They gave them a little pep talk, and they carried on. Here you'll see in the video that, Martel is in his element. He indicates how he loves women. He loves beautiful women. And he's very flirtatious. And he also propositions one of the young ladies, Marceau. He is a jokester, but we can't tell if he's serious or playing. He never has his ring on. It's always a situation with his ring, and he tells the women, he tells the women he can't find his wedding ring. He also makes a male chauvinist comment when they were eating, because it was a tasting and they did prepare food, have food catered for the guests. So during the time they were eating, he says to the women, oh guys, let the women make the plates. And all of the women stop and look at him like, what? And he's like, oh, was that offensive? Oh, did I say the wrong thing? And then he cleans it up. He tries to clean it up by saying, oh, my wife fixes my plate all the time. After he knows he's probably seen in the wrong light on the TV screen, because as always, he is very talkative. It seems as if he knows one of the young ladies who is present. And, he carries on a conversation with her, as well as, quite a few of the other women. He's very friendly, asking them their name, where they're from, very cordial and polite. But, it could be taken out of context, So they do go on to the strip club. It's not known what they do there, but, you will see it in the video. They're doing what men do, at strip clubs, fantasize and drool and all the things that they do over naked women. So, it's pretty typical. But I'm sure they did what men do around strippers when their wives are not present. It was also brought out on the boys' trip that Louis and Tiffany are somehow in an open relationship. I don't know to what context Martel was saying it, but he said that they are in an open relationship, and that got Marceau's eyes wide open. Whereas before, he didn't want any relationship advice from Louis, but he was very interested in, how that works and how he got his wife to be on board with having an open relationship. Maurice said that the strip club is not his thing, as well as, Marceau. And, Marceau said that Martell is single and he's trying to get, us married men in trouble. The last time, we was involved in a situation like this, it got out, so him and Maurice keep saying nothing happened on the boys trip 1.0. But if nothing happened, how could something get out? So, he's like, we got to be on our P's and Q's, because pretty much you can't trust Martel. He tells everything. They are a trip. So, the other thing that took place, on this boys trip, Martel did say, the men are going to have to explain to their wives that, they didn't know that it was his idea to have the women, at the wine tasting, because Martel feels like they're the best consumers for wine. They enjoy wine, and that he would get, a better opinion by women who mostly drink wine. Men don't really drink wine. I'm sure they do. There are men that drink wine, but the majority of wine drinkers are women. Marceau also made a statement that he is impressed, or pretty much proud of, how loyal Melanika is to Martel. It's being said that they've been friends for 30 years or more. That she was the original Mel. She was around before Mel. It's even come out by Mel that she was initially planning their wedding. This is getting crazy right now. And, evidently Marceau and the guys know Melanie. They've been around him for all these years, and, Melnika has always been on the side. Can you imagine the things that Martell has told Melnika about Mel, his wife? I mean, if he can go on national television, yes, this is before the apology, because the apology was in real time, but these are, this was taped 2 months ago. Now, if he can tell the world that his ex-wife has a dark heart, a black heart, that she's cold-hearted, she's this, she's that, what? Can you imagine what he has told Melnika, his confidant, his friend, and also Ariane? That is something else. That is something else. Were they ever in a relationship? Was Martel and Melnika ever in a relationship? Did he, friend zone her? Was she interested in him, as far as a relationship, sexually? Or, were they always friends? I mean, because, it's tricky. A lot of times, men and women are friends because he first was probably interested in her, in regards to a relationship. Not all the time, but, what was the situation there? Was Melnika involved at the time? Did Martel not like her like that? But Mel said she was the original wedding planner, and then I believe she dropped out like a week or so, a couple weeks before the wedding, and they had to, fend from themselves or get somebody else to do it. Did she have second guess? She didn't really want Martel to get married. What is the situation with that? So that is news to come. That's just a tidbit of the information that we have so far on that. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
how y'all let y'all husbands out and go anywhere to Atlanta with Martell. Did you hear what happened there?
Party, girls and bottles.